Guys, the southern part of Mexico today, July 17th. Extremely south of Mexico experienced a 7.3 magnitude, which basically went send Guatemala, places like Guatemala, Honduras, all of these locations basically went into a little bit of a panic today. After that 7.3 magnitude, followed by a 6.0, also followed by a 5.6, El Salvador. In El Salvador, folks, buildings were shaken. People were actually have to run from their homes because their homes were being shifted, moving basically. That's happened today. That was El Salvador. Guatemala had some form of emergency with their emergency team because they had a tsunami warning. Mexico had a tsunami warning, and it's not stopping, folks. That was a big quake. And I really remember when I told you that the San Andreas Faultline was acting up. It's basically the word I used was unzipping. You know what's going to happen here, folks? A 4.8 also hit extremely right, basically in the border between, I would say, not too far from the United States border, but more towards Mexico. But extremely south is a barrage, basically. They had 2 feet of waves, tsunami basically coming up on the beaches in Mexico. There are the government of Mexico. They are basically they're warning the people, letting them know on the beach, hey, listen, something is happening right now in Mexico, southern part of Mexico. Swarm of big quakes is going off, and this is our new norm, folks. I want you guys to know this. Um, this is going to affect the San Andreas Fault Line. So, what's happening right now in Mexico is something that's going to also happen. California is going to experience these type of behavior. Do I see a 7.3 hit in California or 7.0? Absolutely. Once again, I'm not trying to be fearful. I'm just being a pragmatic realist because I already see what's about to unfold. The San Andreas fault line is going to be seriously affected by this. All right. So, West Coast, I'm letting you guys know, prepare yourself. And not only the West Coast, this is also going to affect the Caribbean. All right. Southern South America is going to get affected by this. But mostly, what's going to happen is that I see this affecting sending quakes over to Dominican Republic, southern part of Puerto Rico, the British Virgin Islands. The Caribbean is going to get affected by this, but where it's going to affect the most is the West Coast, San Andreas Fault Line. I see Northern California getting affected by this. You're going to see a swarm of uptick happening on the West Coast. Again, this is basically extreme south of Mexico, right next to Guatemala. It's not that far. My iPad is picking up what I'm saying. El Salvador also had some form of emergency. Honduras. Buildings were shaken in Honduras, man. I read the article on that. No one died. Thank God. No one died in Mexico. No one died in Guatemala or any place in Central America. What happened? Few infrastructure got damaged. And when you get a 7.3, you expect something like that to happen. Guys, this is our new norm. Um, these quakes are going to magnify. These situations are going to be intensified. Tsunamis are going to be a normal thing. Again, I've been talking about this for a long time, many years, where I'm warning people, letting people know if you live on the beach, the coastline, it's one of the worst places you could possibly be during this point. If you're in California on the beach, it's one of the worst places you could be. But I'm not here to tell you where to live. I can only plant the seed and complete. It's up to you whether you want to, what you want to do with your life. But I'm hoping you people would see it for what it is and start to pick up that Earth is changing. What is used to be normal is no longer normal. What is now normal is what we used to consider crazy. But it's because of electromagnetic disturbances that we're going through with our planet. There's a shift happening. All right. Pole shift is happening. Also, the shift when it comes to the frequency of our planet is also happening. Meaning the frequency of the electromagnetic field is no longer the same. That is shifting. The behavior of these fault lines are shifting. The plates are shifting, especially the Pacific plate. This is the reason why this big quake happened in Mexico. It's simply because of the Pacific plate. The Pacific plate is actually cracking in from within. Um, so seeing 7.3 along the coastline of Mexico, it's going to be a normal thing. 6.0 magnitude, 5.5 magnitude, it's going to be a normal thing. Seeing it happen in California in the coming future, it's going to be a normal thing. Along the coast of Alaska, normal thing. Japan, Philippines, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, Vanuatu Islands, northern part of New Zealand, and also New Zealand. It's a lot of big quakes happening in northern part section of that region of the world. So I'm giving you guys a heads up. Just be aware because you know any minute now you guys you could get a tsunami alert because right off the coast there is a lot of 4.5 5.0 magnitude that are happening north of New Zealand, and that's been going on now for a few days. So again, Mexico, thank God no one died. They did have a tsunami warning alert, and I'm making this video to let my friends over there on the west coast, again off the coast of Oregon, Vancouver Island, Canada, please stay aware, guys. There's a shift coming, and a lot of big quakes are going to start happening in these locations. And I just want you guys to know that what was considered normal, a normal world, it's no longer the case, right? The sooner you come to those terms, the easier it is to move on and the easier it is to start preparing yourself to enjoy what our new reality is, basically. But it's an interesting time, and I am so grateful to be alive to see it because it's something I've been reading about for a long time, and it's now unfolding. So, yes, I'm excited. I don't fear it. I am just making people aware of it. So, again, folks, if you're over there in Mexico, stay alert. The southern part of Mexico, also the northern part of Mexico, Southern California, San Andreas Faultline. There's going to be a lot of quakes coming for that region, and you guys better get ready. You guys better buckle up. All right. Again, folks, I thank you so much. Keep enjoying your day. Stay tuned for more episode. Ciao.